Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we are live with the July and in person.
I was hearing you in surround sound because I forgot to mute it.
Yeah, good job. Good job.
Yeah. I like the special effects.
Yeah.
Makes me feel more immersed in the stream.
Yeah. And you know what? I think we may have our first start without any technical difficulties.
Hey, don't say that.
I have to jinx it. I have to jinx it. I have to.
Well, anyway, to start off our stream, like always, I want to welcome everybody to the RUM-Gaming Monthly Pulse. And at the start of our show, we always like to bring awareness to veteran mental health and to the fact that every single day, an average of 17.5 veterans lose their lives to suicide. And then the fact to go along with that is in 2023 alone, 6,400 veterans were lost, and many of them never receiving the care they needed through the VA system, which is part of what we like doing.
Yes,
bringing more awareness to that.
Yeah, everything that's available.
As far as progress to that, though, in 2025, the VA offered 1.3 million calls, chats, and texts to veterans in need through the Veteran Crisis Line. So we always like to say, if you or any other veteran that is struggling, let them know that help is available 24/7. They just got to call or text 988 and press 1, or text 838-255, or they can go to veterancrisisline.net.
And tonight, as always, we'll be discussing RUM-Gaming news and updates, important veteran news and resources, and upcoming video game news, all while continuing the conversation around veteran mental health and the importance of community.
And speaking of community,
yes,
we usually start off with RUM-Gaming news. We got not too many prints. Like I said, again, we're still hunting for 10 veterans to print things for.
Yep, we are trying to give away stuff as much as we can, and it's a lot more difficult than you would think.
Yeah. But we did finally get one. Almost had to bully my neighbor into it. So realized a while back my neighbor is a veteran, and we finally found the time to actually get together and just the two of us and the two wives just sat in the garage drinking and stuff, and that topic came up about RUM-Gaming and what we do, and he's like, I was like, yeah, he mentioned wanting something if he could find it, and I was like, hey, I know somebody that can print stuff,
Yeah.
if only they been telling you about it for months now,
right?
And he's like, well, let me see if I can find the picture of it. And so he sent me a picture, and I was like, well, if you can figure out what they're called, it'd be a lot easier to find it. And he figured out what they were called. And
Swangas.
It was Swangas for the trash can, or that's what we call polycart is the official term. It's the big, large trash can that the trash trucks automatically pick up.
There's the technical difficulty.
Yeah.
The show me is showing the wrong screen.
Oh, God.
No.
The insane story, though. We literally went in the house and started printing it right then while he was hanging out, and had the first one made before he even left for the evening.
Yeah.
And
there they are.
We got the right size, printed them both out of gray filament, and then he just went home and spray painted them and epoxied them to the wheels.
Got the gold trash can swangers. Love it. Swanging and banging. That's right, Gert. That's right.
It's the most gangster trash can in the town right there.
Damn, bro. It's got that slab can. But do they spin? No, swangers don't spin. Come on. No. Maybe the little wing nut on the end spins sometimes, I've seen, but no.
I'm sure somebody's made some spinner swangers.
Oh yeah, I've seen them. They do exist, but they're not very common.
Yeah, but for something that the trash truck might break or somebody might come kick off there.
Yeah, the first trash load, those are going to get broken off.
Maybe. We'll find out. I think the first load might be tomorrow morning. Or no, it might have been this morning. I didn't even think about looking this morning.
Yeah, you ought to go look. You ought to go ask him. Find out.
The first 20 minutes are on autopilot, Yeah. Yeah, I'll text him real quick while we're going through.
Yeah.
But yeah, so literally went and printed those while he was here. Within a couple of days. So I was like, hey, there you go. If only you had a place that you can come every month, fill out a form, and I could literally walk it to your door.
Yeah, if only.
But it's the constant struggle of everybody I talk to is like, well, I wouldn't know what to make. It's like anything.
It's like, what are you interested in? We'll help you decide. Like,
yeah, it blew his mind because like they came inside a little bit and we went down to like where we have all the old prints on the shelf.
Some curb sweepers. That's a brilliant idea. Man.
Brought him down to our storeroom, where we have all the old prints, and it was just like, yeah, we got this and this and this, and he's picking everything up, and he's just like, oh my god, like, I'm like, yeah, keep trying.
It's like when we say anything, we mean anything.
I mean, like we always do emphasize, though, as long as the file exists, so not gonna find like a Papa Smurf riding a T-Rex or something, but I can get you the Papa Smurf in the T-Rex, and then you can make him ride the T-Rex. You'll donate the rabbit ears? What do you mean you'll donate the rabbit ears?
The curb swingers, the curb sweepers.
Oh, is that what those are called?
Well, I mean, they have a number of different names: curb sweepers, rabbit ears. Yeah.
So you're talking about the like prongs that stick out?
Yeah. So like, if you remember, like you remember in Cars, the sheriff car, he had like those little prongs that like stuck out on the front of his car. Yeah, those curb sweepers.
Yeah, I didn't realize that was their name.
Yeah.
Anyway, the only other print we made that was just for the wife, but it was just a different variant of a headset holder that I can show you real quick if you want.
Yeah, just link it to me. I don't have a picture.
No, I have it in my hand.
Oh, you have it in your hand. Oh yeah, go for it. You're good. Oh wait, no, you're not.
This one...
Shit.
I thought you said we weren't having technical difficulties.
Well, listen, okay. I did some changes and I didn't verify everything, and that was my mistake. I trusted, but I did not verify. You're good.
Let me know when it's ready.
You're good.
Right. I'm going to put it on this white page here. So I made it out of the cotton candy.
Nope.
God, that didn't work either. There we go. Nope. I made it worse. Why is it blocking out the white? That's weird. All right. Anyway. Cotton candy filament.
Oh, okay. So it's just like, screws and clamps to the desk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's got, you can see it's got like the pink and
green. Yeah.
Yeah. Just a basic little screw on headset holder. You just screw it on to your edge of your desk and then hang the headset where my fingers are.
Yep. There you go. Easy day.
Well, basic print. Again, if you don't know what to get made, if you ever need to hang anything, you could use this for like, towels in the bathroom or something. Or,
yeah. Yeah. I mean, you can make towel rack, towel hooks. You can make it GPU supports. You could make fan adapters. Do you lawnmower parts? I mean, it depends on what the part is.
Right. So we do have material that's more heat resistant. So you can make, small replacement parts. But again, it's whether the file exists. So
they do make
the odds of
the rubbery like TPU. I've heard do a decent job as like what's the word I'm looking for? Not washer. O-ring. Gaskets and O-rings. Yeah, they make pretty decent gaskets and O-rings. Not the best, but serviceable in a pinch.
Yeah. You gotta just use liquid RTV.
Well, yeah. That's just that's just a mess waiting to happen.
But yeah. I mean, yeah, again, we can print anything. But again, it's not like lawnmower parts. It really just depends on what you're talking about. Like a new carburetor or something. Probably not. A new air filter housing, possibly. Again, if the file exists. Yeah, if you have like a plastic like cover or something, plastic part on the crank, you could probably print something like that. So what I always tell people is just use Google. So search whatever you would search for to try and buy a replacement part, and then just add the words 3D model or 3D file.
Yeah, or
after
or STL.
Yeah, or STL.
Yeah.
If you do that, then you'll find links to existing models that we could print.
Random side note: you see the poor baby in the cone of shame right here? My camera.
No,
No, you can't see him. Mikey.
can't tell what it is.
It's a dog in a plastic cone.
And it just looks like a blur of blackish color.
Yeah.
Oh, there it goes.
Yeah, he
He
moved.
turned his head.
Yeah.
Okay.
Poor boy. He had some kind of like bacterial infection on his nose.
Interesting. Otherwise, though, that's all I got for prints. Just this desk mount and the cool swingers.
Yeah. Still no update on the board game yet. We're still working on that. Still trying to work out all the kinks. I'm trying to give you the benefit of the doubt. Shut the fuck up. We're still working on it. It's a daily project every day. We try and put a little bit of work on it all the time.
Shit.
It's slowly coming.
I'm even lying to people. I wish it was a daily project. I'd be on part 3 by now.
We'd be on our 5th board game.
No, it's just laziness. Like I said, it's just always that combination of trying to have your work time, your family time, your relaxed time, and when doing something like the board game and room gaming is more work on top of all the other work we do.
Yeah.
So it's all about kind of like the whole saying of a work-life balance.
Yeah.
It's like it's a passion project, but I have a lot of passion projects. I got a truck I'm working on. I'm playing like 3 video games. I'm trying to help, rebuild one of the game's guilds. Like,
yeah,
just.
But once the board game is done, I have aspirations to import it into Tabletop Simulator, and then maybe we can play it during one of the RUM-Gaming board game nights.
Yeah. It's not going to be that bad, Ben. It'll be before the next Half-Life, I promise.
Yeah. But moving on, speaking of board game nights, we are looking to host the next Veteran Roundtable. We have a selection of dates we're trying to decide on, so expect a poll to go up on the Discord here soon within the next couple of days. Please go to the Discord and vote on a day that you would like for the Veteran Roundtable. The choices are going to be July 10th, July 17th, or July 24th, 7 to 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. So please go join our Discord if you haven't already. Make sure you vote on that poll so that we can generate interest on the roundtable.
And explaining what the roundtable is.
Yes.
Primarily for veterans, but everybody's welcome. But just keep in mind that it's just a place for us to literally just sit and talk and BS and share stories.
Yeah.
So,
and if you need like a safe place to just talk about some struggles with life, and you just need somebody to talk to, that's also what it's there for. We're there to just be a resource as much as we possibly can. So make sure you sign up for that, vote on a date. What were you saying?
It's going to be part of our ongoing plan. We're going to try and alternate one Veteran Roundtable a month and then a Jackbox night, so we have sit down and discuss, and then have some party games, little double community events. One's not that both can't be fun, but
exactly.
Jackbox is meant to be fun. Roundtable is whatever you need it to be.
Yeah. And then speaking of community events, as always, the RUM-Gaming Book Club is in full force. They have announced their book for this month of July. And it looks like the book is going to be Above the Ashes by K.M. Lister. The date of the actual book club meeting has not been determined quite yet, so keep an eye out on Discord. Unless one of them is listening. But as of right now, there has not been a date set here for July, so keep an eye once again on the Discord for that information. Make sure you go, when you join, you grab yourself the book club role. And you'll have access to the channel that has all that information there. But yeah, book club for July, Above the Ashes by K.M. Lister. There will probably be a link going up in chat here pretty soon.
Is it Lister or Leister?
Lister.
Be Leister.
Lister, Leister.
Slippy, slappy.
Slippy, slappy. And if I'm not mistaken, I don't know for sure, but I believe Hazel has met this author. I'm not 100% sure. I'd have to verify, but I believe they've met.
Don't ask me. Otherwise, though, yeah. Hopefully we'll have a date soon. They were supposed to be discussing it this weekend, but then I didn't see anything in the chat about whether they landed on a date or not.
Right.
But moving on to veteran topics. The reason, which we, if you hadn't noticed, normally we go the first Tuesday of every month and we're a little early.
Yep.
But we kind of did that on purpose. We wanted to spread a little bit of awareness for those that might not know about, the 4th of July. And veterans can mean a lot of different things. It can be a stressful time. It can be a time of feeling guilt or alienation. We're like everybody else. Just like everybody else, there's some hardcore patriotic veterans that feel like they're more patriotic than anybody.
Yeah.
So you never know what you're going to get. But the ones that, aren't so often talked about is the more tougher to deal with ones, which tougher to deal with for the individual, not for the people watching them. So around the 4th of July, those veterans that suffer from PTSD or sensory triggers, which can kind of go hand in hand. Sudden loud explosions and bright flashes, and even just the smells of gunpowder in the air, can closely mirror a lot of combat conditions, and can trigger an event or just bring a lot of memories flooding back. Every version of PTSD is different. It's not always somebody falling to the ground crying or something.
Yeah, every PTSD has flavors to it.
Yeah. So, some people you might not even notice. They might be going about their day totally normal because they're just that good at masking it. And a lot of times I say that about myself. It's like I've not necessarily masking, and I guess it could be masking. I'm just used to dealing.
Yeah, just coping with it.
I can still go and do all the things with my family, and there might be things going on in the back of my head, but I don't let it control me. It's still there in the background, but it's not in the driver's seat all the time.
But I mean, do you ever find that exhausting?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There are certain events and stuff that we go to that, I mean, even just recently, with Garrett at this restaurant we went to, it was just like, it was really crowded, really loud, in a strange place, in a different part of town that we've never gone to. And we're sitting in this uncomfortable booth that was like making my back hurt. And it was just like the combination of like not being able to move and being uncomfortable and constantly watching everything. I swear it was like making my back hurt worse.
Right. Yeah.
It's just like I couldn't keep focused on one thing or the other. So, normally I can like focus on my back and be like, relax, you're fine. Or I can focus on the environment and be like, relax, you're fine. But with, like,
right.
everything going on at one time is like, look, we're gonna have to get up and go outside. Like,
yeah.
I'm not saying we gotta leave.
Do you think
I can't just this booth anymore?
Do you think that it's ever at a point where it like prevents you from doing things, like not in a sense like it takes control and says no, we can't do that, but in a sense more like a reluctance? It's like, yeah, that sounds fine, but at the same time, like, I don't know if I want to deal with all the bullshit that's going to come along with it.
I mean, it always comes through my mind. I mean, like this weekend, we're going to one of like the top 4 fireworks shows in the world. We're going to St. Louis this weekend.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to the fairgrounds or whatever you want to call it, like the park
Right.
where all this stuff is going to be hosted at. So there's going to be like hundreds, if not thousands, of people there.
Right.
So again, super crowded with fireworks in a strange place. Like, you know,
But that's not
it's
something
constantly my
you're
line.
it's not something you're dreading.
I mean, I am, but I equally look forward to the entertainment it's going to provide and the happiness it's going to bring my family. And like, I still
Okay.
like watching fireworks. And
Well, yeah.
fireworks are fucking amazing. So, I mean,
I want one of these days. I want to get an FPV drone and try and fly it through some fireworks. I've seen some of those videos and it looks really cool.
I still like, you know, fair foods and going to different craft booths, and I like watching fireworks. So it's like, in my head, it's worth pushing through because I enjoy all the things that are around it. So.
Right.
Now, if it was something that I didn't give a shit about, then I'm like, no, pass.
No thanks. Not worth it.
Yeah. But the other things that it affects people, you know, it can, again, a lot of times just brings reminders, you know, so some people have grief or survival guilt, you know, from the people that lost their fellow soldiers or veterans, military. Like, no, I keep forgetting, like, not every branch calls them soldiers, but
Yeah.
service members.
Yes.
They, so we can bring back, you know, unwanted memories where it's just a reminder of those that they lost. Others can just, you know, have a feeling of disconnect where they see everybody else celebrating and partying and having a good time. And it's just a reason to barbecue and shoot fireworks. And like,
Yeah.
in a sense, can almost like piss you off in a sense where you're like, y'all are celebrating this for the wrong reason. You know, this isn't what it's for. Or they don't even realize what 4th of July is about. They just think it's an excuse to have a 3-day weekend and party.
Yeah, 3-day weekend
like,
and, you know, burgers and dogs.
And so they can look at it like, oh, you going to come to our barbecue? And you're like, no, it's not a barbecue day. It's 4th of July. Like,
yeah. I mean, 4th of July is a little bit different than like Veterans Day or Memorial Day because, I mean, 4th of July is technically a celebration of America's independence, whereas,
but it's still recognizing what it costs to have.
Yeah, for sure.
I feel like it's a combination of Memorial Day and celebration.
Yeah, I mean, and regardless of the holiday, those sounds and those smells and those experience and that, you know, that environment can still bring back memories of, you know, whatever and whenever. You know, it doesn't, just because it's happening on 4th of July doesn't excuse the symptoms of PTSD, you know?
Crystal said they all met that author at that last book event they went to.
Okay, well, there you go. Perfect.
And that the book, what was the name of it? Above the Ashes. We're supposed to be discussing that one on August 1st.
August 1st. That doesn't sound like a July book club. It sounds like an August book club.
Yeah, you know. Here we are in June talking about our July stream. So
yeah. Yeah, that's a good point. But
got to work around scheduling. So.
Other veteran news, we talked about this before, but now there's some action that can be taken about it. We are urging people to tell Congress to oppose the veteran benefits cuts. I think a few months ago at this point now, right? They announced that they're going to be restructuring and cutting back some of the veterans' benefits for specific things like tinnitus and sleep apnea. And they would also say that if the treatment being provided by the VA improved the quality of life, there is a chance that you would no longer be getting disability benefits for that condition. I think all of us in the veteran community kind of didn't like that. So we are urging you to go and tell Congress to oppose the veteran benefit cut. Ask them to adopt the Take Care of America's Veteran Act. That would basically block those cuts.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Link.
And just to, put some numbers to it, by the VA's own numbers, this would affect about 1.5 million veterans and remove $57 billion from disability compensation over 10 years. And so that's a huge hit to the veteran community. So we definitely urging you guys to go and make your voice heard and let Congress know that these cuts are not okay.
And in that link, you'll find a second link, because it's kind of weird. But basically, there's a form to fill out that'll guide you through how to send a message to your was it your congressman? Yeah, tell Congress.
Yeah.
So we'll go to like your congressman, your local congressman.
Yeah.
So he walks you through it, and it's kind of those things like every voice counts. We get enough voices, then
Yep.
I mean that's how the last veteran cuts were like immediately dismissed.
Yeah.
They brought out in January, February, they're like, actually we're going to start, reducing how much we pay y'all as long as it looks like you're improving.
Yeah.
And like 2 weeks later, after a massive uproar, they're like, just kidding.
Yeah. No, just kidding. Yeah.
When they realize, millions of people start an uproar, quickly change their mind. So,
yeah. So it
does actually work.
Yeah, I was saying in these kinds of cases, it is very, very valuable and very, very powerful. So please make it heard, support your veterans. Even if you aren't a veteran yourself, still reach out, support your neighbor who might be a veteran, show if you want to thank us veterans for our support, that's how you do it,
or just support us.
Yeah. Or just support us. Yeah. Or any other veteran organization for that matter. Yeah. But with all that out of the way, unless you had something else, do you have something else?
Well, I was just going to say the one link I meant to post earlier is if you want more information about how like 4th of July and fireworks affect veterans, there's like the more official article on it that can even give you some tips on how to help a veteran or recognizing symptoms. Because we just kind of briefly touch it, but it also, if you are the veteran, struggling with it has some tips in there for you as well.
Yeah.
Some techniques to kind of calm yourself down.
Yeah. So take a look at that. Great resources out there. Take care of your veterans, look out for them, and just keep in the back of your mind that you never know what they have going on and where they are mentally. So
one thing I just saw in there, I guess to touch on as well, is one of the tips was, well, circling back to you saying, like, how do I deal with things like that in a sense of going to places like the fireworks show? I do dread it, but that dread also with my method of like overthinking everything. Yeah. I do a lot of prepping and planning ahead. Like we have a full itinerary. I know exactly where we're going to be, what we're going to be doing. Like it's all planned, which keeps me focused. And, that's a good pro tip for anybody that deals with stress and like, whatever thing that stresses you out with PTSD.
Yeah.
At least for me, always planning ahead, even if something is like a friends get together,
just having a structure ready to go.
Going to be there. What time is it starting? What time is it ending? What are you going to be doing there? Like, I like to know everything I can, not just, hey, we're having a get together. Yeah. No, I want to know who's going to be there, how many, like, and then usually if it's people I know, I'm prepping, okay, this person's going to be there, so I'm going to deal with this. This person's going to be there, so I got to deal with that. Like,
I'm kind of the same way, but not, I guess I wouldn't be to the same extent. I'm the kind of person that's like, if I'm going somewhere and it's a bit around all people that I know, I can leave it at that. It's like, okay, I'll be fine. But it's like when you start throwing in people that I may not know into the mix is when things start to get a little iffy for me. Because I'm not good around people I don't know.
I guess the difference is there's people I don't know, and then there's acquaintances, and there's friends.
Yeah.
So usually, like a lot of the events we go to, I will technically know everybody, but they're mostly like 90% acquaintances, 10% friend.
Right.
And So in those environments, even still, I'm like, all right, which acquaintances are gonna be there?
Yeah.
But when it's friends, then I'm relaxed, cool. I know I can say whatever I want to say. Like if everybody has accepted me for the grumpy asshole I am.
Yeah. If everybody knows what you're about to say and what to expect from you, you're good.
Yeah, then I'm the most comfortable.
Yeah.
But not everybody can handle that, brutal honesty and straightforwardness and dark humor and
Yeah.
I imagine it can be a lot for some people sometimes.
Yeah.
Those awkward moments where you see somebody's eyes get bigger and you're like,
yeah. Oh shit, I did
it. Yeah. It's funny,
But anyway.
Jandair's eyes get bigger too, so it's fine.
Just drop pants.
Every now and then. Just like, what? Like, too far?
Too much? All right, shit, reel it back. Okay.
Yeah. If I've made her eyes get big, I've definitely went too far. So.
Anyway, moving on to our gaming and pop culture topic of our show. We'll start off with a little bit of the nastiness of the gaming industry because it seems like there's always just a tiny bit out there. So we'll just rip the band-aid off, get it done, and then we'll move on to the fun stuff. So the nastiness is it comes from GTA 6, unfortunately. A couple of things. They seem to be in a little bit of hot water right now. The game is available for pre-order. But as we get closer to the launch date, people are finding out more and more things about it. The first thing is that there's not going to be a physical disc, no physical copy of GTA 6. People are mad about that. I'm indifferent. I'm neither here nor there about it. It is what it is. I can understand people being upset. Fine.
I mean, I guess I look at it like, why offer it? That's why I would be upset.
Yeah. The other thing is there are reports that on any platform you play the game on, you won't be able to play it above 30 frames. So even on PS5, PS5 Pro, PC, it's like locked to 30 frames, and that pisses a lot of people off, me included. I think that's really, really dumb. What I'm hoping doesn't happen is I look into my crystal ball and I see a world where, oh, well, if you play for Rockstar Plus, you can unlock 60 frames. And it's like, that's just, I don't want to see something like that happen. And I can it's just something that in this day and age, I can picture being a thing. And that's just really, really scummy. And like I said, I don't think that's, I have a feeling that's not where they're planning to head with it. But again, it is something that I could see happening, and it's really unfortunate. And then the final thing, which I think is probably the nastiest, is they just fired, how many was it? Like 30 developers?
Well, it was back in I think it was like November, but they're just now kind of breaching the news about it because there's people going to court over it.
Yeah.
Yeah, they fired like 30 developers that were all supposedly in talks of starting unions.
Yeah, they were trying to start a union.
Like, you want a union? Nah, hell no. You're fired.
Yeah. Yeah. So about 30 top level developers for Rockstar were, bouncing around the idea of starting a union, and Rockstar said fuck no and fired them all. So that's just it's, and we've heard about Rockstar in the past and kind of the way that they treat their developers. We've heard stories about them making them work, literally for 3 months without a day off. 12-hour, 14-hour, 18-hour days for 3 months straight. Not getting paid. They've had issues with developers before. So I mean, hopefully they can get their shit together, and hopefully that the product that comes out at the end is worth it. That's the only thing we can kind of hope for that.
Because they'll be waiting a long time.
Yeah, we've been waiting a long time. And it looks like it appears to be, from everything that we've been seeing and all the reports that we've been hearing, it appears to be one of the most expansive GTA. No, it is the most expansive GTA game ever made, and it could be one of the most expansive games on the market right now. Um, so I mean, there's a lot of potential there for the game to be, you know, game breaking, as they say, if you will. They do it just about with every GTA title. They kind of just they break their record every release of just sales and revenue. So I don't suspect this one will be any different. I probably won't be playing it when it first comes out. I'm gonna wait till it comes out on PC, which will
Yep.
probably be another couple of years.
Well, hopefully not a couple of years.
But with all that nastiness
Oh,
out
yeah.
of the way,
Well, Ben, that's part of the controversy, or people are complaining, is because like the only people left are like junior and new staff.
yeah,
And like that's who's going to be there to fix the day one breaking bugs. It's like great.
yeah, yeah. All their tenured devs are gone now. Like, but yeah, moving away from all the nastiness, we got an update on the new Fable game. We got a 30-minute gameplay video. The combat in the video looked kind of wonky, I'm not gonna lie. It doesn't it doesn't look horrible by any stretch. And I think the devs actually did speak on this on Reddit when they released this gameplay video. And they said that this video was filmed on like their absolute like lowest Weenie Hut Jr. difficulty. So the combat was very
reference.
Yeah, the combat was very dumbed down, very slow, just to kind of show off everything. So they say that once you if you are playing on normal difficulty or anything like that, not just playing on story difficulty, the combat will be much more entertaining and much more active. So yeah, I mean, it looks really good. It's going to be an instant buy for me as well, Jandera. I'm a huge fan of the Fable series. I'm really excited. And like I said, the combat doesn't look horrible. They've got like showing off some really cool skills and things like that, and it looks like it has the feel of like the classic Fable series that we all know and love, but it's modernized and it looks gorgeous. I'm really excited for it. So yeah, new gameplay video, about 30 minutes long. We're not going to sit here and watch the whole thing, obviously.
What? Why not?
Next up, we've got Guild Wars 3. So Goat, I'll have you speak on this one a little bit because I don't know too much about Guild Wars. I've never played it.
I don't know anything about Guild Wars 3. I know about Guild Wars 2 to a small degree.
I've never played Guild Wars. So, but I do know that this title is very highly anticipated. And from what I've seen, it looks incredible.
Yeah. I mean, it's been one of the few highly successful free-to-play MMOs where you just buy the expansion like every other MMO. Every like 2 or 3 years, they come out with an expansion. But the game is 100% free, no subscription. There's no pay to win. Like it's just in-game cosmetics and skins like any other game.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think they did have something to pay for, like you get like a little bit more bag space, that kind of stuff, like temporary purchases. Not temporary, but one-time purchases.
Right.
But not necessarily pay to win. Pay to get some more bag storage, but it's permanent. So that's always been the enticing thing, is like our kids been playing it for years, and it's got all your standard magical MMO like Warcraft type things like mages, warriors, rogues, that kind of stuff. But most of its content in the beginning, at least, was always just open world content. So you just show up and everybody shows up and you go fight this boss, and there's just constantly spawning events all over the world, and you can just kind of daisy chain from event to event to event. But it's been one of those things, kind of like GTA, where it's been so many years that they've stretched out that engine long enough that it's time to launch it into its next level.
Time to fix it. Yeah.
And it's funny, like we were almost the downside is though, like if you wanted to get into it like right now and have all the content, it would be like $112.
Yeah, that's steep.
But you could buy the base game, get to X level, and then you buy like the next expansion and get to X level. You could work your way up to it.
Yeah.
But yeah, unlike things like, you think about it compared to like Warcraft, where I'm going to pay $60 for the game, and then I also have to pay $15 a month.
Right.
So you're gonna go well past that $112 because I'll pay the $112 and I'm good for the next 3 years until the next expansion comes out.
So, right. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, Guild Wars 3,
15 times 12, so we pay $150-ish a year, and we have to buy the expansion.
Yeah. There you go. Beta begins fall 2027. So, Guild Wars 3 sounds like a good deal. Game looks beautiful. Hopefully they do well.
Hopefully it doesn't get pushed out.
Yeah.
Too long.
Next up is State of Decay 3. Play as a community of survivors, build up your settlements with friends, and destroy zombies in the latest franchise from the developer Undead Labs. State of Decay is not, I don't think it's a game I've ever played before. I have seen a lot about it. I've seen some gameplay. Looks pretty cool. And this new edition looks even better. So this might be one of those that I might actually check out. I know the second one is on Game Pass. I'm assuming this one will probably come to Game Pass as well. But yeah, definitely one to look out for. It looks good. I mean, Goat and I are, we're zombie fanatics. We kind of play all the zombie games. And this one,
the games, but you won't watch all the shows.
Yeah, no. But yeah, this one looks good. Looks like something I might actually be interested in, might check out. It'd be fun. Yeah, I mean, the settlement building aspect seems pretty interesting.
Yeah, Screw, I think I played State of Decay 2 briefly long ago, and it might have been on Xbox. It's been out quite a while.
Yeah, it has been out for a while.
And I swear it's bounced around to a lot of, I want to say it was on like, what was the shit when you had like the Xbox subscription and you would get free games every month, So
yeah.
I think
just Xbox Live.
I think I got it from Twitch one time. Like I think I have it in like 3 places.
But yeah, State of Decay 3. I don't have the release date written down. I'm sure it'll say it at the end. 2027, coming to Steam. So it does not say that it's coming to Game Pass. So I mean, who knows? We don't know. Yeah, coming to Steam 2027 of next year. Looks good.
Yep. No idea when 2027.
No date yet. Next up on our list is something that is it crossplay? I believe so. But I think it's only coming out on Steam. So as of right now, yes, no, because it's only on one platform.
I mean, it is coming out. It says it will feature crossplay across. Xbox,
well, there you go.
PlayStation and PC.
There you go, crossplay. Next up, a game I'm super excited for: Star Wars Zero Company. This is Star Wars XCOM-esque, like tactics style, single player turn-based tactics game. The setting is in like the twilight of the Clone Wars. You play as a character named Hawks, where you can customize his specialization. Probably. But there's more videos and stuff about it, more stuff to talk about, and more details. So you play as a character Hawks. He is pictured here in the video now. You can customize his gear, his specialization, make him what you want, and you'll be accompanied by a myriad of different companions, from Jedi to clone troopers to droids, um, and everything in between. And it looks like just kind of your standard, XCOM tactics turn-based game, but with the Star Wars coat of paint on it. And I love these types of games. I love XCOM. I loved the Wasteland games. I know um, Warhammer has their Rogue Trader game, which was really, really good. It's also like a tactics turn-based game. So yeah, I mean, I think this is going to be really, really cool. I will say I'm a little disappointed that you're forced into a specific like playable character. I kind of wish you were given the freedom to create your own playable character.
Yeah.
But it is what it is. I think the variance of companions will kind of help make up for that a little bit. But we'll see. I mean, it's all up in the air until we play it. But just based off of the gameplay and the trailers, it looks really, really cool.
To answer your chat or question on chat there, I see there's been rumors about Xbox having Steam on it, but nothing that I can find that's official. But they are, gearing more and more towards like every game being crossplay compatible. So it might not be Steam, but you'll be able to play together. Like it's going to release on everything.
So if you have Game Pass or the Xbox app on your PC, it integrates with Steam so that you can see all of your Steam games within the Xbox app. But that's about as far as the integration goes. So for now. But back over to this Star Wars Zero Company. Looks pretty good. Like I said, I don't remember I think you can pre-order it now, but I don't know when the date is. Yeah, there you go. Pre-order it now. It is coming out on PC and probably other platforms. But yeah, go ahead and check it out on Steam. Should be cool. Next up is a title that kind of caught me by surprise, Gen Atlas. Alone, silent facilities litter the surface of a vast planet. In the distance, the silhouette of a colossal robot. With no clear destination, one soldiers on. This game, I put this on here because I think it's made by the same people that made Shadow of Colossus. And so it's kind of like one of those like kind of strange storyline, very story heavy, graphically beautiful, like just really, really great story-based game.
By Epic Games.
Yeah, by Epic Games. It's on the Epic Games launcher, and it
is the creator of Ico or ISO and Shadows of the Colossus.
Shadows of the Colossus. Yeah, and Shadows of the Colossus is like a very popular cult classic game. Everybody loved. I mean, not everybody, but they have a very, very strong following. And this game kind of feels similar. So I think it deserves a place. I think it's going to have a very, very, very strong niche audience as the Shadow of the Colossus games do. But it just looked really, really cool. It looked gorgeous. It seemed really, really interesting. So I wanted to give it a spot on our list today to see, hopefully generate a little bit more interest. Yeah, Gen Atlas coming soon. No release date quite yet. Make sure you check it out on the Epic Games Store. Next up, we have talked about this one already, but we're going to talk a little bit more about it because we kind of glossed over it. But the new Gears of War game, Gears of War E-Day. So you are going to experience Emergent Day, the origin story of Gears of War. The original cast will be returning, so all of the, all the voice actors and love from the original are going to be in this one. It looks like they've upgraded some of the mechanics of the game a little bit. I believe the beta testing for multiplayer is going to be starting very soon. So
The
you,
release date's October 6th.
yeah, so you should be able, I think within the next couple of weeks soon, you should be able to hop in and play some multiplayer games of the new Gears of War game.
Yeah. August
So
6th through 10th is going to be
August
the open
6th through
beta.
10th. Yeah, so next month, it'll be open beta for the multiplayer, so you'll be able to experience it, kind of see what it looks like, kind of see some of the gameplay changes that they've made. They haven't made much. I know the cover system is largely going to be the same, but they've made some changes to make the movement and everything like that just feel a little bit smoother, from what I've heard. So should be really, really fun. I mean, Scrivdoc in the chat here, he's a huge Gears of War fan, probably more so than I am. I know he's excited about it, and he was the one that kind of brought me into that universe too and made me a fan. So it's definitely a game.
The chainsaw gun. That's all I
Yeah.
need.
Well, so there are rumors that we're going to get to see the origin of the chainsaw gun in this game. So that'll be kind of cool to experience, to see how that came about and how that was built and what made them decide that was a good idea. But yeah, this is the game I'm definitely going to be playing. Scriv and I may end up be streaming the playthrough, so keep a lookout for that. Gears of War E-Day coming out August 6th. And the open beta is August 6th through 10th. And then the game comes out in October, right?
Yeah, October 6th.
October 6th. Yeah. Next up on our list, we have a new entrant to the Alien Isolation horror series. This is Alien Isolation 2. When a survey team on a remote colony planet discovers a mysterious crashed vessel, one member makes it her priority to investigate. No one is prepared for the horror unwittingly unleashed on the settlement. Nowhere is safe. So begins a desperate journey to survive and escape as she is relentlessly hunted by the deadly creature. This is, Alien Isolation 2. It is they confirmed that we'll be seeing how the Lancer shifted from the bayonet to the chainsaw. Yeah, there you go. But yeah, in this, we'll be seeing another entrant, another story of the alien xenomorph canon. It looks like, just your typical, just the kind of the same premise as the first one, same kind of gameplay loop, just your standard horror game. They're not my cup of tea, so I can't really speak too much about it. It's one
watching you play one of these games.
It is one that I will confidently say I won't be playing. So yeah, I mean, take that what you want. I know the first one was very popular. A lot of people really, really liked it. And I did watch a couple of YouTube videos. I did watch some content. I think I watched Jacksepticeye or PewDiePie play it, one of the two. But yeah, there it is. If you're a big fan of the alien xenomorphs, you've got some more universe to explore. And more
no
close up. No release date, and more close-up encounters to have with the alien. So
I do want to circle back to what Mudslide said. I did find an article that did find from Gaming Bible where they did find like the leaked information about Xbox and Steam, looking like they are trying to merge them more together, where at least to a limited library extent, you'll be able to play some of your Steam games on the Xbox.
That would be cool. I know Steam, since we're talking about gaming news, Steam announced their own console, the Steam Box.
Yeah.
Which is kind of cool. I don't know. That's about all I know about it. I haven't researched it at all whatsoever. I heard that it was a Steam console. I was like, that's cool. Whatever. But the last game on our list today is a game called Hex. An anomaly has been detected in the subarctic north. The science team sent to investigate has gone missing. So you are charged to survive an alien-scarred wilderness solo or with up to 3 friends. Push back the mist, reshape the world, craft weapons and gear, and fight to unearth what happened. This is, again, a 4-player co-op survival game. It looks to be kind of like in the same vein as like The Forest, but instead of cannibals, you've got aliens. No, this doesn't look like survival. Evolve Stage 2 was not a survival game. That was a
Well, right, but it'd be cool if they made it where you could play as the bad guy.
Well, I mean, it seems like there's multiple bad guys. It seems like there's like the alien race, not just like an alien.
From the clips, it almost looked like you were just running away from one big guy.
Well, yeah, it looks like that's probably maybe one of like a boss alien on the world somewhere that you fight, but it seems to me like there's like some sort of, yeah, they're on a remote colony planet. So the aliens have like, inhabit this planet and you're trying to survive and while fighting off these aliens. So yeah, I mean, again, survival games is kind of our bag. And we love the space alien genre as well. So, and with aliens like this, they're more zombies than they are aliens. And we just talked about how we're, zombie fans. So this is kind of right in our alley, something that we might pick up and try out. I know Goat isn't the biggest fan of, non massive multiplayer survival games.
Oh.
But with something like this, you might be able to get your attention.
Yeah, I mean, I've played things like that before. Speaking of zombies, though, I mean, did want to just point out.
Oh yeah, you had one more.
February.
Yeah,
the game we talked about in February, Persist Online. It's another. Looks like Fortnite zombie survival, and actually got invited to their 2-week playtest starting today. So hopefully, when we get back from our trip, I'll potentially stream some of this next week, as long as I'm allowed to.
Yeah, if you're allowed to, you might want to check that playtest and see if they have a an NDA or anything like that. But yeah, it looks like a zombie survival MMO. It looks kind of graphically, it needs some work, and I think it will on release. It'll be there. It'll be good. But the concept of it looks really unique. It's something
the concept looks great.
I like the looting system. It looks kind of cool. It almost has kind of like that Resident Evil style looting where you have to actually like manage the space within your bag, not just, you have this many units and you can carry as much stuff as you want just as long as it's below this amount. It's like, no, you have to like, Tetris your bag.
Yeah.
Which I love that.
Path of Exiles like that, or in Diablo, I think, right?
No, Diablo's not like that. Resident Evil's like that. Tarkov's like that. There's a couple of games that employ that, but yeah, looks pretty cool. So yeah, playtest for you.
Steambox already sold out in Japan. It's crazy.
I signed up for it today. I'm hoping that I get access. I don't know if I will, but make sure you keep an eye on here on Twitch, because Goat may be streaming it, like you said.
If not, we'll just talk about it next month.
Yeah, we will be talking about it.
Let you know whether it's worth keeping an eye on or not.
I will say I was a little weirded out when I signed up because like all of the forms were in German and I had to translate.
That's fine. No worse than Tarkov, right?
Yeah, that's true. Most of the stuff is in Russian in Tarkov. That's a very good point. But yeah, the last thing, Persist Online. Go ahead and join the playtest. Sign up for it. Wishlist it on Steam. Check it out if you're into zombie games and want a new MMO to check out. We'll see this is the only thing about it is it's an MMO, and you know how MMOs are. They last for a couple of months and they either sink or they swim. So we'll see. Once this game comes out, we'll see if it'll sink. We'll see if it'll swim. It may get lucky and kind of live somewhere in the middle. Kind of like ESO does. ESO kind of lives somewhere in the middle. Star Citizen kind of lives somewhere in the middle.
That it could.
Yeah, Eve kind of is one of those that I also consider that kind of sits somewhere in the middle. But yeah, I think that's gonna do it for our show. Thank you everyone for joining us. I hope y'all had a good time. Why does your camera keep on moving? This is weird.
I don't know. But we should be back on August 4th. Would be our next stream. So August 1st will be the book talk stream. August 4th will be our next monthly stream. And of course, every Wednesday we do our Warcraft stream. And every Sunday we try and do cozy games and your sim games.
Yes. Keep an eye out for that. And again, make sure you
the
go
roundtable.
Yes, make sure you go to our Discord. Keep an eye out for the poll that will be posted soon so you can vote for a date for the Veteran Roundtable. Again, those dates will be either July 10th, 17th, or 24th from 7 to 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. Please, please, please go do that. If you haven't already, follow us here on Twitch, subscribe to our YouTube, check out our website, go follow us on Facebook, Twitter, TikTok. We've got some content coming up soon. I don't want to give away too much because we haven't set anything in stone yet, but we may have a video, not a stream, but actual like YouTube video, full length YouTube video coming out in August with a special guest. So yeah,
with the standard YouTube statements.
Yeah, smash that like button, hit that notification bell, leave a comment, and subscribe.
Yeah. All the above.
All
of our platforms.
And if you
Twitch and YouTube.
Yeah, if you are an Amazon Prime user, please use your Twitch Prime sub on us. If you don't want to use it on us, still use it on someone, because every Twitch Prime sub takes $1 out of Jeffrey Bezos's pocket so that he can't build another penis-shaped rocket. And I've been saying that for a while, and it's working, because the last penis-shaped rocket he built blew up. So it's working.
And if you want to know how to do a Twitch subscription for free, as long as you have Twitch Prime, there's our little guide that'll walk you through it. Or if you know anybody that has it, you can always try and coach them into doing it. Doesn't cost them anything other than just signing up and clicking a button.
That's right. Free for you and free money for us. That supports our cause and allows us to keep doing what we do and helping out veterans. Make more trash can swangers for veterans. Hope everyone has a good night, and we will see you next month.
We'll see you on Wednesday. Tomorrow.